was. Thank you so much, Ms. Richa and Ms. Ruchi, for this fabulous dance performance. Thank you so much.
Ay vale Leelavati, Mati Mati Bruhi Sahitan, Dvipanch Dvat Trishat Trinavati, Shatashta Dash Dash, Shatu Petani Tanyodi, Vyunat Takshapi Vadme, Yadi Vyakte Yukti, Vyaklan Marge Si Kushal. So goes the verse in the treatise named Leelavati, written by the great Indian mathematician Bhaskara. Leelavati was his daughter and was an excellent mathematician herself. Many of the verses in the book are posed as problems to young Leelavati. This shows that India has had a tradition of women scholars in ancient times, but in the Middle Ages it somehow got extinct, and this worsened during the British Raj. With the arrival of modern education and the rise of middle class brought up on enlightenment values, things began to change. Many determined dared to challenge the norms and further the cause of education for women. They faced insurmountable challenges, but they preserved and led the path for generations of women to pursue knowledge and learning. It provides me an immense joy and pride to introduce before you the final act, two very short but very inspiring stories of trailblazers who dared to swim against the current and succeeded.
But before that, I would like to say that these acts are conjoint effort of several PhD scholars who painstakingly worked hard to write, narrate and direct this play, despite their tiring schedule of research.
I hope you will all appreciate their efforts. With this, I present before you the first story of one of the Leelavati's daughters, Kamala Sohni, the Trailblazer, written by Varun Vinayak Deshpande from Physical Sciences Group.
This act involves Kamala Sohni, the titular character played by Harita from Life Sciences Group.
Gaurav Mukherjee as the renowned Nobel laureate Dr. Chandrasekhar Venkatraman
and Niharika as the narrator of the play. So please, with a huge round of applause, let's welcome the team on the stage.
The year is 1933. Kamala, a young, brilliant and determined girl, has just passed her BSc exam with flying colors. She is keen on joining the prestigious Indian Institute of Science, which is headed by Dr. C.V. Raman. Elated with the exam results, Kamala thinks that the admission to the institute is a mere matter of formalities, but it isn't meant to be.
This is impossible. I have every qualification required for admission here. It is my desire to serve the nation through science, and studying here at IIC will be a perfect opportunity to do so. I am going to see what's stopping me from getting an admission here. If required, I'll take up the matter with Dr. C.V. Raman himself. May I come in?
Yes, come in. How may I help you?
Sir, I'm Kamala Bhatt. Despite being fully qualified, I have been denied an admission here. May I know why?
I do not feel the need to explain myself to you.
Sir, please answer the question.
Fine. You want to know the reason? I do not want women in my institute.
Without giving a fair chance to my potential, you are denying me an opportunity, sir. With all due respect, it doesn't suit a man of your stature.
Oh, so now you will teach me how to behave.
No, sir. I just need a reason for my rejection, officially in writing.
That I cannot and will not.
If that is the case, then I'll start my satyagraha today. If anything happens to me, you and your institute will be responsible.
After a few days of persistent efforts, Dr. C.V. Raman had to yield, but not too easily. It was very inconvenient for him to give an official about the rejection of Kamala. It was a testing period for Kamala. Imagine being a young 22-year-old girl directly questioning a man of Dr. Raman's stature and standing up ground. Truly, Kamla was destined to do great things.
You seem to be very determined to join my institute. Okay, let's see if you are capable of surviving in this environment. I will consider admitting you to my institute, but only if you agree to these 3 conditions. 1, you will not be a regular student for 1 whole year. You will be on probation. The second condition is that you have to work night shifts whenever necessary. And most importantly, condition 3, you are not allowed to spoil the lab environment. So, do you agree?
I agree, sir. Is it my fault that I'm a woman? What does it have to do with my scientific abilities? This conversation has etched a lasting impression on my mind. If anything, it has further strengthened my resolve to learn and to prove my mettle. My determination is unshakable. My mind unwavering. My heart is heavy, but a fire rages within me to prove myself and to silence the skeptics. From now on, my work shall speak for itself.
And so began the year that tested Kamla's resolve. She worked long hours and earned the respect of her colleagues and confidence of her teachers. Days, weeks, and months passed. As the year of probation was nearing, Kamla had gained an immense knowledge about biochemistry and proteins and was ready to take on bigger challenges. One day, she was called from the director's office.
I must first apologize to you for my earlier remarks, Ms. Kamla. I have been monitoring your progress since the past 1 year. You have not only met all my expectations, you have exceeded them by a huge margin. So congratulations. Now, I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that you can excel in your scientific pursuits. You have earned my respect.
Thank you, sir. Your kind words have instilled confidence in me. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to prove myself. This has further enhanced my confidence that I can expand my horizons.
You have made me realize that I have been grossly unfair in my assessment of the scientific abilities of women. It took me a while, but now I genuinely do believe that women stand at par with men, even in science. You made me see that, and I cannot thank you enough for it.
Thank you, sir. I only wish to see more and more women pursue and excel in science. I hope to see a day where gender is not an obstacle in anyone's achieving their own dream. I dream of a place where the hurdles in the scientific path of women disappear, and all that remains is the quest for absolute truth.
Thanks to Kamla, that women could stand shoulder to shoulder with men and further the cause of science at one of the best institutes of India. As for Kamla, she received international accolades and recognition for her work on proteins and served her country by the means of science. Thanks to her, her determination and her hard work, that Dr. C.V. Raman was able to overcome this initial skepticism of women's scientific abilities. Kamla was a trailblazer who not only contributed immensely to her work, but also helped multiple women. She was one of the many women scientists who fought prejudice and bias. She was the true intellectual descendant of Gargi and Mehdi, and one of the many daughters of Leelavati.
Harita, Gaurav and Niharika for such an apt display